विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you. Please be seated. I request our director, Professor M. Srinivas, to start with the proceedings.
Namaskar to all of you. Sir, may I have your permission to declare the convocation open? Thank you, sir. I declare the convocation open. So we are having the director's report, sir. This is the specific to the year 2022 and 23. We welcome our Honorable Vice President, who is the Chief Guest here, Shri Jagdeep Dhankarji. We welcome our President AIIMS, Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya, the Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Chemicals, Fertilizers, Government of India. We welcome our guest of honor, Professor S.P. Singh Bagelji, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Dignitaries on the dais, Lifetime Achievement Awardees, AIIMS faculty, staff members, AIIMS family, students and their proud family members, and the media personnel. Sir, AIIMS has a trinity mission of patient care, medical education and research. And we are happy to share with you, sir, once again, we got the NRF ranking of #1 institution in this country, sir. So today, you are awarding the 2,494 awardees, sir. And this number is more because of some COVID issues we could not do in time for some of the batches. So the Honorable Prime Minister's reform, perform and transform mantra for the India is our guiding light. And our Honorable President AIIMS always talks about the hard work which has given us actions, and we wanted to share with you the specific for this year 2022-23, sir. So we have increased our bed strength to 3,200 beds, sir, and we have an outpatient department which caters to 45 lakhs in this year, admissions to the tune of 2.7 lakh, and the major surgeries which were done is almost 2 lakhs in this specific year, sir. Sir, the Ayushman Bharat is also driving us, sir. We have Ayushman Bharat Kendra, which operates 24/7, and over 20,000 cases have been treated under the scheme so far, sir. And the ABBA ID was your pet project, sir. And at the AIIMS New Delhi, the leading way of ABBA ID adoption, we have 4.8 lakh ABBA IDs created and 3.5 lakh scan and share tokens, which is India's #1, sir. Just we want to share with you. Sir, under your leadership, we have been talking about affordable medicines and implants at AIIMS New Delhi. 4 outlets of the Amrut have been opened in the new RAK OPD, and we are planning to have only local purchase via Amrut at the moment, sir. You have been telling that there should be transparency in the admissions and everything. So we have a patient care dashboard, which is live and dynamic, and we can see the emergency beds, and this is for the greater transparency. You made us to increase the CT MRI functional to 24/7. We are doing it. Laboratory sample collection is up to 6 p.m., but the laboratory sample processing is done for 24/7. And you can see, sir, there is a significant change in the last few months because of these initiatives by the AIIMS. Coming back to the patient care milestone, we had a live donor liver transplant in the July 2023, and we have a soft launch of Mother and Child Block and the National Center for Aging. And the National Center for Excellence in Extrapulmonary Tuberculosis spreaded the development of EPTB training module, which was released by the Honorable Prime Minister of India on World Tuberculosis Day, sir. In utero procedure for the dilatation of the fetal aortic wall, which is first of its kind in the country, which has been lauded by the Honorable Prime Minister of India. And recently, we had a conjoined twin which was successfully separated in the July 2023. We are also excellent outcomes in the research domain also, and we had 773 extramural research projects and 350 intramural research projects. Under the continuing medical Center for Medical Innovation and Entrepreneurship, 6 promising startups have been incubated in our institution, and this is through the BIRAC and other institutions and DBT and the DST and other organizations of the country. We have collaborations with the national and international institutions, and we are continuing to have the collaboration with the various institutions of importance in India and abroad. And just to share with you, sir, today in India, we have the highest number of research publications, the medical publications in the country. And the first trial of the drone was done on the 21st of March here. And ultimate goal for us is to establish AIIMS New Delhi as a hub for the drone technology and for medical use, which is your pet project, sir. Coming back to the academic activities, we had almost 150 conferences, workshops of national and international importance, wherein the experts of the national and international people had deliberations. And the skill labs and the set facility, we are a part of the National Medical College Network with the linkages to the more than 100 medical colleges in the country. We are guiding all those medical colleges through our set facility. And we also launched the learning management system called Saksham. Sir, it's a pleasure for all of us to say that we have established India's first public sector robotic surgery training facility in the country. And from the examination section, because there was issue with the nursing recruitment at all institutions and institutes of national importance, the nursing officer recruitment common eligibility test NORCET is being conducted twice a year so that we will go in tune with your mission recruitment, which is the pet project of the Honorable Prime Minister of the country. And also we are helping the international level. The Mauritius government had MOU with us, and the Public Service Commission of the Mauritius also being helped through the examination section. So good governance and the transparency has been a mantra for us, and we have made it mandatory now that e-office is there, and completely our offices are done through the e-office. EHRMS portal has come for all the HR-related activities. All the payment to the wages, the outsourced staff has been streamlined. We have an expansion of the control room services. Geotagging of the expenditure has been done. Inter-hospital referrals are being augmented. Financial audit through the various activities is being taken care. And the most important thing, sir, for the enhancing the transparency at the procurement level, we have established a procurement digital library for the stores and engineering, which has been made public, sir. So quality is very important for all of us. We have taken this for the NABH accreditation. We are going block by block. The burns and plastic surgery has been NABH certified right now. And we are the first in the country amongst the AIIMS to have the NABH accreditation for AIIMS, and which is the burns and plastic surgery, followed by JPN Trauma Center, followed by our mother and child block is being taken up. Eventually, block by block, we will get all the NABH accreditation in this year, sir. So 23 diagnostic laboratories have been started in the process for NABL accreditation. Quality is very important for us, and we are maintaining the quality in our laboratories, sir. Millets Canteen has been established, sir. You have visited once with the Millets Canteen. And we have taken a lot of initiatives under CSR initiatives to the tune of 200 crores has already come in this year in the form of our green AIIMS and clean AIIMS. 50 e-vehicles have been donated by the various agencies, including State Bank of India. 1,000 bicycles have come. Sanitary pad vending machines have been installed. Plastic waste recycling machines have been installed. Waiting hall has been put up for the patients. Blood donation vans and the quality testing is ongoing, sir. Sir, आपकी दिशा और मार्गदर्शन से, आपके अंडर लीडरशिप में, आपकी जो सपोर्ट है सर, एनकरेजमेंट है, we want to continue as a model for the rest of the country, and whatever the best excellent activities we do in the patient care, teaching, learning, research and good governance will carry forward and help the other institutions of this country. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya the Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, and the President of AIIMS New Delhi, and our Director, Professor Srinivas, to felicitate our chief guest, the Honorable Vice President of India.
Now I request the Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Fertilizers and Chemicals, Government of India, and the President of AIIMS, Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya ji, to address the gathering.
एम्स दिल्ली के 48 कॉन्वोकेशन के अवसर पर हमारे बीच में उपस्थित भारत के उपराष्ट्रपति आदरणीय धनखड़ जी, मंच पर उपस्थित एम्स के डायरेक्टर श्रीनिवास जी, वीनू वाजपेयी जी, हमारे साथी मंत्री एसपी सिंह बघेल जी, एम्स के हमारे रजिस्ट्रार श्री रथ जी, सभी उपस्थित एचओडी, फैकल्टीज, स्टूडेंट भाई एवं बहनों, दोस्तों, मैं मानता हूँ कि आज का दिन जिसको आज डिग्री मिल रही है उसके लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। अपने जीवन की एक इनिंग पूरी कर रहे हैं और दूसरी इनिंग चालू कर रहे हैं। जब आप पढ़ते हो, स्टूडेंट हो, तब आपकी एक ड्यूटी होती है, एक कार्य पद्धति होती है, एक टाइप की जीवन शैली होती है। कल आप जाहिर जीवन में, सार्वजनिक जीवन में जाएंगे तब आपकी ड्यूटी बदल जाती है। जैसे कोई महिला शादी के बाद जब पिता के घर पे होती है तब उनकी जैसी ड्यूटी होती है, जैसे इस शादी करने के बाद उसके पिता के घर पे जाती है तो उसकी ड्यूटी बदल जाती है। वैसे ही एक ऐसे बदलाव के मोड़ पर आप हैं। आपने 5 साल में, 5.5 साल में जो ज्ञान लिया है, एक ज्ञान का उपयोग करने का अवसर आपके सामने दोस्तों होना है। दूसरा, आपके सामने और आपके प्रति 2 लोगों की सबसे बड़ी अपेक्षा है। जब आपको पढ़ने के लिए भेजे होंगे तब आपके माता पिता ने बहुत कुछ सोचे होंगे। मेरा बेटे को अच्छा परसेंटेज आया है, एम्स दिल्ली में एडमिशन मिला है। उन्होंने कई बार आपके सामने भी शेयर किए होंगे, बेटा तू डॉक्टर बन के ऐसी सेवा करना, वैसी सेवा करना। बहुत बार आपके सामने बात की होगी। उसके स्वप्न को पूरा करने की जिम्मेवारी भी आपकी है। दोस्तों, दूसरा, आप सार्वजनिक जीवन में काम करेंगे। एक जिम्मेवार नागरिक के रूप में समाज जीवन में या तो आप प्राइवेट प्रैक्टिस करेंगे या तो एक एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूट में जाएंगे या यहाँ से कहाँ भी जाओ। दोस्तों, नेशन को भी आपके प्रति अपेक्षा है। जिस देश ने आपको एक इतनी बड़ी एम्स दी, आपके लिए एजुकेशन के लिए व्यवस्था खड़ी की, आपको एजुकेट किया, आपको एजुकेशन दिया, ऐसे हमारे देश, उसको भी आपके प्रति अपेक्षा है। और ये अपेक्षा होगी कि हम हेल्थ एक्सेसिबल और एफोर्डेबल कैसे करें। दोस्तों, दूर सुदूर ये देश बहुत बड़ी डाइवर्सिटी से बना हुआ देश है। इंडिया इज ए बिग कंट्री, ह्यूज डाइवर्सिटी, 1.4 बिलियन पॉपुलेशन, 7.5 lakhs विलेज, 7.5 लाख गांव में बसा हुआ ये देश। हमें देश के गरीब से गरीब व्यक्ति तक हेल्थ को एफोर्डेबल बनाने के लिए, एक्सेसिबल बनाने के लिए क्या हम अपना दायित्व अदा कर सकते हैं क्या? अरे यार, आपको बहुत अच्छी फैसिलिटी भी मिलेगी क्योंकि आप एम्स के डॉक्टर हैं, बहुत अच्छी। आप जो भी हॉस्पिटल में काम करना चाहेंगे वो हॉस्पिटल का डोर ओपन आपके लिए होगा। लेकिन आप में से कई लोगों ने, मैंने ऐसा भी देखा है, वो एम्स के फैकल्टी के रूप में भी काम किया हो, एम्स में डॉक्टर के रूप में भी काम किया हो, लेकिन भी दूर सुदूर ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में जाके एफोर्डेबल हेल्थ केयर देते हुए भी कई लोगों का मुझे अनुभव हुआ है। दोस्तों, हम हमारी जिम्मेवारी को पूरा करने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। ये दो के प्रति हमारी जिम्मेवारी के साथ एम्स जितनी बड़ी इंस्टीट्यूट, यहां बता रहे थे 45 lakhs, 4.5 मिलियन पेशेंट को हम यहां ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हैं, देश की आस्था का केंद्र है। यहां से हजारों की संख्या में डॉक्टर्स बन के देश के विविध क्षेत्र में काम कर रहे हैं। नहीं केवल देश के विविध क्षेत्र में, परंतु दुनिया के कई कंट्री में हमारे डॉक्टर्स आज है। जब हम 48th कॉन्वोकेशन कर रहे हैं, 2 साल के बाद ये 50वां कॉन्वोकेशन होगा। दोस्तों, क्या हम संकल्प कर सकते हैं कि 50वें कॉन्वोकेशन के अवसर पर आज तक इस इंस्टीट्यूट से निकले हुए सभी डॉक्टर्स को हम 50वें कॉन्वोकेशन में बुलाए, उसको सम्मानित करें? वो आए दुनिया में कहां भी हो, उसको इनविटेशन देना चाहिए। दोस्तों, संकल्प में शक्ति होती है। हजारों की संख्या में मेरे एम्स से बाहर निकले हुए डॉक्टर एक साथ में संकल्प करेगा नेशन के प्रति, संकल्प करेगा सेवा के प्रति, संकल्प करेगा अपने जीवन के, अपने स्वयं के कमिटमेंट के प्रति। दोस्तों, मैं मानता हूं कि एक बहुत बड़ा अवसर एम्स में 2 साल के बाद आए, उसको हम भली भांति मनाए। मैं मानता हूं कि उसमें से स्वयं में, उसकी तैयारी में से और इस अवसर से भी कई ऐसी साफल्य गाथा हमें मिलेगी जो हमारी एम्स के लिए भी और देश के लिए भी उपयोगी होगी। दोस्तों, मैं आपसे एक दूसरी भी अपेक्षा करना चाहता हूं। मोदी जी हमेशा एक हेल्थ को हॉलिस्टिक अप्रोच के साथ मोदी जी ने देखा है। ये देश में हेल्थ कभी कॉमर्स नहीं है दोस्तों, ये देश में हेल्थ हमेशा सेवा रही है। और हमने कोविड क्राइसिस के दरमियान दिखा दिया। उस वक्त में मैं सारी दुनिया के साथ बातचीत करता था, मुझे विश्व के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर कहते थे हमारे यहाँ डॉक्टर छुट्टी ले रहे हैं, नर्स ड्यूटी पे नहीं आ रही है। और उस वक्त मेरे देश के डॉक्टर्स हो, मेरे देश की नर्स हो, मेरे देश के पैरामेडिक हेल्थ वर्क फोर्स हो, किसी ने मना नहीं किया और कोई हॉस्पिटल में ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि मेरे डॉक्टर ड्यूटी पर नहीं गए। मेरे देश के कई डॉक्टर ने अपने स्वयं को खपा दिया, कई नर्स ने अपने स्वयं को खपा दिया, कई पैरामेडिक वर्कर्स ने अपने स्वयं को खपा दिया, लेकिन देश के प्रति जिम्मेवारी के साथ व्यवहार किया, अपनी ड्यूटी दी, सेवा की। दोस्तों, देश कोविड क्राइसिस से बच गया। ये हमारी क्षमताएं हैं और इसलिए हेल्थ सेक्टर को डेवलपमेंट के साथ मोदी जी ने सबसे पहली बार देखा। केवल हॉस्पिटल में हेल्थ को नहीं देखी। देश के नागरिक स्वस्थ होगा दोस्तों, देश की सोसाइटी, समाज स्वस्थ होगा। और जब आप देश को समृद्ध राष्ट्र बनाने की बात मोदी जी ने की है, जब देश आजादी का शताब्दी वर्ष मनाता हो 2047 में, तब देश समृद्ध राष्ट्र बनेंगे और उसके लिए 5 प्राण की कल्पना, 5 प्राण लेने की कल्पना मोदी जी ने की, हमारे सामने रखी। एक कल्पना को चरितार्थ करने के लिए हेल्थ सेक्टर को डेवलपमेंट के साथ जोड़ के विकसित भारत बनना है, डेवलप्ड कंट्री बनना है। प्राथमिकता है कि देश के नागरिक स्वस्थ होना चाहिए और देश के नागरिक स्वस्थ हो इसके लिए केवल हॉस्पिटल चला देना जी नहीं, हमें हॉस्पिटल चलानी है तो डॉक्टर चाहिए। आज मेडिकल कॉलेज डबल हो गई है। केवल 9 साल में दोस्तों 48,000 MBBS की सीट थी, आज 9 साल में 1,07,000 MBBS की सीट देश में हो चुकी है। हॉस्पिटल चाहिए, हॉस्पिटल में डॉक्टर चाहिए, हॉस्पिटल के लिए मेडिसिन चाहिए, हॉस्पिटल के लिए डायग्नोस्टिक सिस्टम चाहिए। दोस्तों बूथ से, एक विलेज से लेके नेशनल लेवल तक प्राइमरी, आशा के रूप में प्री प्राइमरी को भी स्ट्रेंथन किया गया। 1,000 पॉपुलेशन पर एक आशा। G20 हेल्थ मिनिस्टर की समिट थी, कल पूरी हुई। 31 कंट्री के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर आए थे। मैंने गुजरात में हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर देखने के लिए WHO के डायरेक्टर जनरल टेड्रोस को जाने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट किया, वो गया। कई हेल्थ मिनिस्टर हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर देखने के लिए गया। मैंने कहा खास जाके हमारी आशा बहन को मिलना। एक एक परिवार, 1,000 पॉपुलेशन यानी कि 250-300 परिवार, एक परिवार में कौन बच्चा है, कौन माता, कौन महिला सगर्भा है, उसको सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है, कौन से बच्चे को टीका लगा है, ये भी स्मार्टफोन पर, ऐप पर उसके पास सारी इंफॉर्मेशन सब दुनिया ने देखी। तब उसको पता चला, उन्होंने अप्रिशिएट किया कि इंडिया के हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर का मॉडल दुनिया को कुछ सिखाएंगे, दुनिया को उसमें से सीखना चाहिए। दोस्तों प्राइमरी से लेके सेकेंडरी टर्सरी केयर तक के लिए दोस्तों सालों तक देश में एक ही एम्स थी। वाजपेयी जी ने विजन दिया कि हर स्टेट में अपने नजदीक के क्षेत्र में उसको टर्शरी केयर हेल्थ, एम्स जैसी टर्शरी केयर इंस्टीट्यूट से ट्रीटमेंट मिले, उसको सुनिश्चित करने के लिए आज देश में 22 एम्स बन रही है। और आने वाले दिनों में हमने कोविड क्राइसिस से सीखा दोस्तों, जिसकी मानसिकता, जिसकी मेंटालिटी, जिसका माइंडसेट हमेशा सीखने का होता है, हमेशा स्टूडेंट भाव से काम करते हैं, वो कभी आत्मश्लाघा से पीड़ित नहीं हो जाते हैं। हमने सोचा, हमने कोविड क्राइसिस के दरमियान हमारी क्या गैप रही हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम में, उसको कैसे पूरा करें। उसके लिए 64,000 करोड़ का 64,000 करोड़ 750 डिस्ट्रिक्ट देश के, यानी कि प्रति डिस्ट्रिक्ट 100 करोड़ रुपीस खर्च करके एक रोबस्ट हेल्थ डायग्नोस्टिक सिस्टम और रोबस्ट हेल्थ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्राइमरी से टर्शरी केयर तक सुनिश्चित करने के लिए हमने प्लानिंग किया। दोस्तों जब आप डॉक्टर के रूप में जाएंगे तब आपके लिए देश में ही अपार अपॉर्चुनिटी है, दुनिया में भी अपार अपॉर्चुनिटी है। मेडिकल वैल्यू ट्रैवल के लिए इंडिया एक बेस्ट डेस्टिनेशन बनने जा रहा है, आपके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी है। दुनिया में इंडिया के डॉक्टर्स, इंडिया के नर्स, उसकी जो क्रेडिट बनी हुई है, जो आपके पहले यहां से निकले हुए हमारे डॉक्टर्स ने एक इज्जत बनाई है, आपके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी है। लेकिन ये सब अपॉर्चुनिटी के बीच में आपके पास एक सेवा का संकल्प होना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम डॉक्टर हैं और हिंदुस्तान में डॉक्टर को ईश्वर का रूप दिया गया है। डॉक्टर के प्रति श्रद्धा है और ये श्रद्धा कभी ना टूटे, उसको सुनिश्चित करने के लिए दोस्तों एक लेखित के रूप में मैं यहां से कोई देना नहीं चाहता हूं, लेकिन एक सेवा भाव से लिखा हुआ एक संकल्प पत्र आज के दिन पर, जब आप डिग्री ले रहे हो तब आपको शायद अभी या तो पहले आपके प्रोफेशन के प्रति कटिबद्धता के लिए एक संकल्प लिलवाते हैं। दोस्तों इस संकल्प पत्र हर व्यक्ति, आप ईश्वर को पूजा करो, आपकी माता पिता की पूजा करो, उसके प्रति श्रद्धा भाव से देखो, लेकिन आपके प्रोफेशन के स्थान पर एक संकल्प पत्र लगा के रखना और हर सुबह में आओ ना, पहले पूजा करो और बाद में एक बार ये संकल्प पत्र के सामने नजर रख के आप आपके प्रोफेशन पर बैठेंगे। दोस्तों आपका कमिटमेंट और डेडिकेशन को हिला नहीं पाएगा, वो आपको स्वयं को भी सफल बना देगा और देश के लिए सेवा करने के लिए आपको प्रेरित करेंगे। दोस्तों आज के अवसर पर जो मेरे यंग डॉक्टर्स को डिग्री मिलेगी उसके लिए मैं हार्दिक शुभेच्छाएं व्यक्त करता हूँ। उसके माता पिता को भी अभिनंदन करना चाहूँगा, जिन्होंने आपको पढ़ाया, आपको ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दी, आपको पढ़ने के लिए एक हेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट आपके फैमिली में क्रिएट किया, उसके लिए इतना ही वो भी अभिनंदन के अधिकारी है। और ये सबसे ज़्यादा अभिनंदन के अधिकारी है जिसके पास आप 5 साल तक 5.5 साल तक पढ़े हो, जिन्होंने अपने में से जो बेस्ट है वो आपको देने की कोशिश की हो, और एक अच्छे डॉक्टर बनाने में आपकी फैकल्टीज़, आपकी HOD, उसका एक बहुमूल्य योगदान होता है। उसको भी मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. You always inspire all of us. Now I request our chief guest, Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankar ji, to present the Lifetime Achievement Awards to our former faculty members. I also request the Honorable Minister of State, Dean and Registrar to join this felicitation. First, we have Professor Vijayalakshmi Bhargav. Dr. Bhargava joined the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at AIIMS as faculty in 1973 and retired as professor in 1993. She received specialized training in gynecology and endocrinology and oncology in Australia, USA, and various European countries, and established Gynecology Cancer Institute at the IRCH at AIIMS New Delhi. Thereby laid the foundation for the Gynecology Oncology program. She was the founder president of the National Association for Family Welfare, now named as NACHI. Professor S.K. Kapoor. Dr. S.K. Kapoor joined AIIMS New Delhi in 1960 as an MBBS student and obtained MD degrees both in pediatrics and preventive and social medicine from AIIMS. He was a faculty in the Center for Community Medicine for 3 decades and superannuated in November 2004. Dr. Kapoor maintained residence at the Comprehensive Rural Health Services project at Ballabgarh for the entire duration of his service and is widely recognized by students and the people in the village in the field of practice area for his commitment and accessibility. Now we request Professor M.P. Sharma. Professor M.P. Sharma received his training in gastroenterology at the AIIMS New Delhi and after a fellowship at the Lahi Clinic and Harvard Medical School, joined the Department of Gastroenterology and Human Nutrition at AIIMS New Delhi as a faculty in 1975. He is widely recognized for his contributions in clinical gastroenterology, and his area of research has been peptic ulcer disease, inflammatory bowel disease, and amoebic liver abscess. He popularized the use of bedside ultrasound for gastroenterologists. He has been the president of the Indian Society of Gastroenterology and the vice president of the Geriatric Society of India. Professor Srinivas. The award will be received by his daughter because he's not well, sir. He's back home at Bombay. Professor Srinivas was head of the Department of Microbiology at AIIMS, New Delhi, and is widely recognized for developing and establishing new diagnostic techniques for infectious diseases. His major contributions are in the field of hospital infection control, epidemiological characteristics of nosocomial pathogens, especially Pseudomonas aeruginosa, and the diagnosis of tuberculosis. He is the founder-treasurer of the Indian Association of Medical Microbiologists and later became the secretary and the president of the association. He was awarded the Padma Shri by the President of India in 1990 for his meritorious services and contributions in the field of medicine. Now we request Professor L.M. Srivastav. Professor L.M. Srivastav headed the Department of Biochemistry at AIIMS, New Delhi, and played a seminal role in building the department. He headed the cardiac biochemistry laboratory and introduced many specialized investigations. His research has provided valuable insights on the interactions of lipids, lipoproteins, and lipoprotein receptors in relation to the diet and alcohol intake in modulating the risk of cardiovascular diseases. He was one of the earlier researchers to use candidate gene typing in the study of autoimmune diseases. Professor Srivastava was awarded the B.C. Roy National Award for the Development of Specialty in Biochemistry in 1995. He was the president of the Indian Immunological Society and the Association of Clinical Biochemists of India. Now we request Professor R.N. Srivastava. Professor R. Srivastava completed training in pediatric nephrology at the University of Texas and joined the AIIMS New Delhi in 1969. On returning from the United States of America, he was the only trained pediatric nephrologist in the country and established the pediatric nephrology and supported its development in India and Asian countries. He was a founder member of the Indian Society of Nephrology, Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Indian Society of Pediatric Nephrology, Asian Pediatric Nephrology Association. He established the Indian Child Abuse and Neglect and Child Labor Group in 1996, which is supported by about 32,000 pediatricians of the country and abroad. So can we? Yes. So now I request our chief guest, Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankar ji, to deliver the convocation address.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya ji, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Chemicals and Fertilizers, and President AIIMS. A man of vision, a man of action, an unassuming man who never has any ego and contributes to the growth of the institutions he works for. His total involvement with his work and swift execution, being in sync with those who have to serve the institute, is remarkable. I envy his patience, his commitment, and direction. And I'm sure what he has said, very inspirational, very motivational, not only for professionals in the field of health, but also for every citizen. Professor S.P. Singh Baghel, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, a man of great commitment. To Professor M. Srinivas, Director AIIMS, this is my first visit to AIIMS, not as a patient. I have been here as a patient on, I think, a dozen occasions. Let me tell you, the kind of dedication the doctors have here. They give trying time to their family members. Can you beat their commitment, dedication, involvement with patient health factor? I have seen it for myself. In all situations, while being governor, while being vice president, while being a member of parliament, while being a minister in 1990. But when I came here as an ordinary person, that touched me very greatly. AIIMS का कोई मुकाबला नहीं है, AIIMS का देश में कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है. And it is on account of such kind of leadership, of the kind which the Director M. Srinivas is providing. He shares his credit with everyone else except himself. Professor Minu Bajpayee, Dean Academics, Professor Girja Prasad Rath, Registrar AIIMS, New Delhi. As Vice President of the country, I am Chairman Rajya Sabha, a difficult hat which I wear. I therefore cannot miss mentioning Dr. Anil Jain, a member of Rajya Sabha. Much depends on his and his colleagues how much productivity we generate. We will try to match up institutes like AIIMS. Sri Ramesh Bidrudi, a firebrand leader of the masses, member of parliament, Lok Sabha. Dr. Randeep Guleria ji, a Padma awardee in 2015, and known to the nation for his great contributions. Dignitaries of dais, I'll be making a mistake, therefore I'm not taking their names. But each of them is a legend. Each of them is well known nationally and globally. Lifetime achievement awardees. To each of them, I had direct connect. I will leave this place being fully blessed by them. They are source of inspiration, motivation, and commitment. When to one of them I told that in his field we have a Dr. Govil in Jaipur, a illustrious doctor, he said, with a spark in his eyes, he was my student. That says it all. The spinal strength of an institution is its faculty, its staff. My greetings to all of them. And most important, the students who are taking their degrees today. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to your parents, whom you have made proud. All your life, you will remember that teacher in the faculty who was tough in class because he shaped you, he mentored you, and I'm sure you will never let them down. Friends, I come from legal profession, and I know what professionalism means. A slight dilution, slight commercialization, slight ethical deviation can be ruinous for those who we seek to serve. Therefore, being an institute like AIIMS, on this great occasion of 40th Convocation, I am delighted. It's a moment for me to ever cherish. AIIMS has earned global recognition, and for that much hard work has gone into. I will not take your time. The director has, with all humility, unassuming manner, imparted full details that will make any institute proud. And what you are doing in AIIMS at every level is worth emulation by other institutes and health organizations. The convocation is taking place after a period of 3 years. This gap reminds us of COVID pandemic. This interim is spelled out how the world successfully, and Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity, combated it, contained it, faced it. This was primarily due to painstaking efforts of health warriors. All of you are in that category. Can you imagine when everyone was facing pandemic challenge, non-discriminatory challenge on the planet with global spectrum? Our health workers fully vindicated our civilizational ethos at the cost of their own lives. They took risks and came to our rescue. The vision of the Prime Minister and his innovative strategy and seamless execution secured unprecedented participation of the people. Friends, I had the occasion to be Governor of State of West Bengal then. The world never thought of a strategy of mass involvement as the Honorable Prime Minister did. And that was people's curfew. And the entire nation cooperated. It yielded geometric results on all fronts to contain and combat COVID. The challenge to humanity has also revealed to the entire world that we in Bharat are not in isolation. We believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, not for the sake of it. On one hand, the government, in a committed manner, was taking care of 1.3 billion people. But at the same time, the government took to co-vaccine Maitri and helped about 100 countries. In such a situation, it is eminently befitting that motto of G20, of which our Bharat at the moment is the president. One earth, one family, one future. It is definitive of our civilizational ascents. It is a moment of great pride for all of us that while we battled with COVID at home successfully, hand-holding was there, and we simultaneously helped several countries. I have been abroad on 3 occasions. Several heads of governments have conveyed to me that during those stressful times, you took care of us. That's a remarkable global achievement, and that's a soft power which is functional at this stage in our country. Friends, while Bharat was tackling COVID pandemic, I wouldn't reflect more. But it was painful to find some irritating voices raising concern, not believing in our ability. That as a nation, we need to escape. That doesn't help anyone. Convocation, friends, all of them are here, is a moment to be ever cherished in life of those they are before me who get fruits of their hard work and waiting for it for this great day. My greetings to 6 faculty members connected to this institute with Lifetime Achievements Award. But their presence here, except one, will generate a live contact and will give you that kind of energy and strength which you will cherish all your lives. I would appeal to all the youngsters who are getting their degrees today to read their profile, to go behind the person, the commitment made by them, the results they brought for us, and how and why they could come to this level. There can be no greater achievement in life to be honored by one's own institution and one's own peers. It's a proud moment for every parent because AIIMS tag has a very high valuation. You have only to say, I am from AIIMS, and you will know the person will give you a different look. That tag you'll carry all your life. But you are walking out of this place in the larger world with a degree. But trust me, you will always have to be a student because that is what AIIMS teaches you. Congratulations to those who are receiving MBBS, MS, MD, DM, MCH, PhD today, paramedical courses. And when you will spread out in this country, you will become an epicenter of quality healthcare, welfare to the people at large. The message you carry is encapsulated in your motto. And your motto is, a healthy body is the vehicle of all our virtues. Our virtues have no meaning if health is not in order. And that speaks volumes about its importance. Growth of every nation is rationally correlated to the health of its populace. If the populace is not healthy, you can't have achievements, much less incremental achievements. अपने तो समाज में कहा जाता है, पहला सुख निरोगी काया, हेल्थ इज वेल्थ, और इस पर ध्यान देना हर सरकार का काम है, हर नागरिक का काम है, और ख़ास तौर से स्वास्थ्य से जुड़े हुए सभी लोगों का परम कर्तव्य है. ये किसी धर्म से कम नहीं है. इसको व्यवसाय नहीं बनाया जा सकता. ये पैसे का साधन नहीं हो सकता. मैं जानता हूँ जो डॉक्टर एम्स से निकलते हैं, जो एम्स में कार्यरत हैं, उनको कहीं भी इससे ज़्यादा पैसा मिलेगा. They will be having many avenues in the country and outside. पर जो satisfaction, the kind of satisfaction, the kind of sublimity, the kind of feeling you get in serving the people at large, वो और कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. Your director gave out statistics माइंड बॉगलिंग। आदमी एडजस्ट नहीं कर पाता है कि इस संस्था में इतने लोग आते हैं। एंड आई कैन टेल यू देयर इज zero dissatisfaction of a patient after he comes to AIIMS. He takes it. I have met my maker. God has been kind to me that I am being looked after by doctors of AIIMS. Rest he leaves to his destiny. This satisfaction is great success at your end. I find it extremely relevant, the reflection in shloka from our scriptures. I am giving the English translation. Everything in life can be regained. Your relative, your friend, your kingdom, your wealth. The only thing that you can't ever regain or retrieve is your body. And therefore, we have to take full care of it. This body, if in order, has enormous potential. It can exploit your full talent, unleash your total energy, and you can contribute for welfare of the people at large. But if your body is not in order, virtues, your caliber, your competence, your expertise, your exposure are meaningless. I congratulate the director, the faculty, and honorable minister for sustaining the incremental progress trajectory of AIIMS that has earned top ranking amongst the country's medical institutions as per National Institutional Ranking Framework. But to me it was obvious, because everything is so authentic, is full of commitment and directional. It had to happen. But this will be a source of inspiration to many other institutions. It is the dedication and devotion of the doctors and paramedical staff that has evoked wide appreciation and has resulted in milestone achievement. Because this credit can't be work of one individual. I recollect a movie where there was a reflection that every person in a hospital matters. And that dedication one can see here. Their commitment to service and a deep sense of duty is worth emulation by all. I take the occasion to congratulate and express my debt to everyone who is working in AIIMS as doctor, members of the faculty, paramedical, and other staff members. Friends, it is heartening to gather that AIIMS has created an ecosystem of excellence by forging partnership with other premier institutions like IITs of Delhi, Kharagpur, and many other institutions within the country and abroad. These are times when we must bring about convergence of talent, of thinking, of innovation, research, development, so that all those who converge can benefit and there can be larger results. I had the occasion to discuss once I was having my medical checkup after I became vice president of the country. And the director was indicating to me a master plan to make AIIMS Delhi into a world-class medical university. I have no doubt, with the Honorable Minister being here, an achiever, this will fructify. And let me tell the Honorable Minister, this is need of the hour. This needs to be there. AIIMS has rich human resource. It needs to have a matching infrastructure of a global level. Friends, series of affirmative steps and imaginative policies executed in recent years have secured for the common man an extremely effective and affordable health mechanism. It was not there. When in late 80s, my father was suffering heart ailment, and we in the country did not have bypass surgery facilities, he was taken to London. When Dr. John Wright in Princess Grace Hospital treated him, He looked at me. Is he on state grant? I said, no. Is he on insurance? I said, no. Who will sustain his medical bill? I said, I would do that. Those days. And now imagine Ayushman Bharat, September 23, 2018, a gift to economically vulnerable people, middle class. They can get that advantage. They are getting that advantage. It's a novel idea. It has contributed hugely to economy also. In the absence of Ayushman Bharat, many families would have been fiscally ruinous. A great step taken. Government has executed several policies, but medicines have to be good value for money. That unfortunately was not the scenario a few years ago. Now there is all India network of Jan Aushadhi Kendras and more than 9,000 such kendras all over the country. And people are getting great benefit out of it. Imagine the fiscal impact it has on the lower middle class and middle class. Their economy grows because they are assured that Ayushman Bharat is full assurance of health. And that is what is happening. Whenever I go abroad, I find, and people reflect a matter which makes me great proud also, India is pharmacy of the world. We have that skill, that human resource, but we have to work a little more for making medicines affordable to the common man. The government has done massive in this direction, but we have to create an ecosystem that everyone falls in line, that this is an area which you cannot monetize commercially to that level as can be done by ordinary business. This has to have a service element inbuilt. India's rich human resource can be impactful globally. And it is a matter of satisfaction that of late, in last few years, there has been real growth in the number of medical colleges we have, in the number of admissions we impart to the MBBS and to MD. We need to take it to much greater height, and once that happens, I have no doubt, globe will feel the impact of our health warriors all over. The rise of AIIMS in the country from number 7 to 23, 15 are fully functional, some are yet to be functional. Now we have to have a positive attitude. Having AIIMS is fine. Everything is being done. Let us not look into the holes. There are challenges. There are bound to be challenges. Faculty is important, but I am quite sure a way will be found out. Having AIIMS in the number of 23 is a remarkable achievement. It is a matter of time, all of them will be fully functional. And they will become centers to give relief to the people and ease some burden from AIIMS Delhi. Friends, October 2, 2014 and 15th August 2014 are two very remarkably important dates. When our Prime Minister, visionary Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi spoke from the ramparts of Red Fort, Swachh Bharat, some people made light of it. How come Prime Minister of this great country is speaking about Swachh Bharat? They forgot Mahatma Gandhi did so, and did so by exemplifying his own action. But it was formally launched on 2nd October 2014. It has given rich dividends. All of you, particularly the seniors present here, whenever we have been abroad, we would never throw a banana skin out of a speeding car. And the moment we come back to this country, we think it is our national right, obligation as a matter of fact, to get rid of that banana skin and throw it out on the road. No one does it now. That awareness has reached peak. As a matter of fact, Swachh Bharat has given rise to many startups, and many entrepreneurs have come forward to take advantage of it. What a scene it was. Go to our beaches and we'll find plastic and bottles all around. Go to hill stations. That thing is declining. But we need to still inculcate in the people a great habit. I was elected to Parliament in 1989. Was a minister also for some time. What we could never visualize, never dream, never conceptualize is a ground reality now. It was unthinkable for a mind to think every household will have a toilet. It's a ground reality now. Open defecation-free villages make us proud, and things are taking right shape. That also contributes to good health of the people at large. Sometimes in a country like ours, targets are staggering. And one shudders to plan how things will be done. In 1989, as member of parliament, I had 50 gas connections. That was a great power in my hand. I could give 50 gas connections to anyone I like. I could never imagine that there will be a visionary prime minister who will do it. 170 million households will get it free. The impact lies in the health of those families. They become part of our growth story. It is because of such contributions that India's rise in economy, we are number 5 at the moment. A milestone we achieved in 2022 September, overtaking our erstwhile colonial rulers UK. By turn of the decade, we'll be 3rd. Economy grows not only on account of industry, business, or trade. It grows on account of overall satisfaction of the society. Health and education are vital to that. There are certain diseases, the world is dealing with them. Diabetes is one, cancer is another. Dialysis was a problem which has now been nearly resolved. Otherwise, it gave the family a panic state of mind. Heart ailments. People put them as lifestyle diseases. You people know much better. It is your stream. But all I know, if we look back into our civilization ethos, our Upanishads, Vedas, we'll have enough to know how to combat them. Time for us to focus on that. And a great lead was taken by the Prime Minister. Yoga is there in our scriptures. Yoga is our gift to the world. Yoga, all details and how important and vital it is for health is indicated in our country for thousands of years. But it was on 11 December 2014, a moment of great pride for all of us. The United Nations, 175 countries came together to declare yoga as International Yoga Day. The lead was taken by Indian Prime Minister. Never in the history of this country, such a global lead by Indian Prime Minister received such a wider support from the countries in such a short time. I had the occasion to be at Jabalpur when the nation celebrated the last International Yoga Day. And the Honorable Prime Minister was there in the United Nations premises. I could find how people are involved, how they are inspired. That has changed the lifestyle also. And that is taking some burden out of such institutes like AIIMS. We have to always subscribe to our treasure. If we do not tap the resources which are there in our country for centuries, we will not be doing service to humanity at large. On November 9, 2014, another visionary step was taken by the Prime Minister a separate AIIMS Mantralaya was formed. If I go to official statistics, that all these steps that have been taken by the government, the cumulative impact thereof, then it is there. A recent study conducted by UNDP and Niti Aayog suggests that in 5 years from 2015, 5 years, much has happened thereafter. I'm talking only up to 2020. India could uplift 13.5 crore citizens out of multidimensional poverty, thereby improving their prospects in respect of education, healthcare, and overall standard of living. And what is this in terms of population? Twice the population of United Kingdom. I would call upon everyone that competitiveness has got into our vein. I keep on telling my lawyer friends that we Indians are a strong litigating mind. We wouldn't rest unless we have knocked the doors of the Supreme Court. Similar is the situation with respect to competition. We need to create an ecosystem that there is enough in this country to be contributed. And I'll tell you why. In my position as Vice President, I have had the occasion to receive trainees, probationers of IAS, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Forest Service, Indian Information Service, Indian Defense Account Service. And I find there are doctors are there, IITians are there, those from IIM are there, lawyers are there. The underlying concept is very clear. You will find your place. Don't be too much involved with competitiveness. Go for your aptitude. You will be able to contribute enormously. If you go against your own decision-making process, then you will be taking uphill task. That may not be good. There was an indication about the place the medical practitioners take. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. Now, certain things are easier said than done. But I dare say from this platform, there will never be a doctor on this planet, more so in our country, who will sacrifice welfare of a patient for his own gain. At that moment, he will delve deep into it, heart and soul, to save the patient. And that is a great tribute to the service in which you are going to be engaged later. In conclusion, I join millions in this country and outside in saluting our doctors and health warriors in helping us successfully overcome COVID pandemic. I extend my warm greetings to those who are here for the convocation today and gratitude to the hard work of the faculty members. Particularly, it's a proud moment for the parents. Their respect in the society has certainly gone up, as their progeny happens to be from AIIMS. Thanks to this series of significantly impactful steps, including in the health sector, India is on rise as never before. Now, our rise is unstoppable. Our rise is phenomenal. International Monetary Fund says we are the brightest spot of investment and opportunity. Surely this is an occasion for all of us to take pride. I would therefore conclude, always keep your nation first. This is not optional. This is not imperative. This is the only way. You have to keep your nation always first. We have to believe we are proud Indians and we take pride in our historic accomplishments. If there are some voices here and there, I wouldn't reflect much on that. But all of us owe duty to this nation to neutralize them. Our silence on that front may not be very wholesome. Friends, let us take pledge to do all we can to mitigate human misery, secure healthy life for all, and to vindicate Sarve Bhavantu Sukhin, Sarve Santu Niramai. May all be happy, may all be free from illness. Once again, I express my deep sense of gratitude to the Honorable Minister, who is the President of AIIMS and the Director, for affording me such an opportunity and such an audience who will act all their life as warriors for Bharat at 2047, when we will be celebrating centenary of our independence. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी, आपके प्रेरणादायक शब्दों के लिए हम बहुत